Dollar strength and Jackson Hole nerves are driving markets into Friday's open. Forex, metals, and indices are all in play today, and the day's biggest mover is saved for last. EURUSD is trending with strong bearish momentum, with price structure pointing firmly toward lower levels. Recent price action has produced a sequence of lower highs and lower lows, and while that pattern holds, the path of least resistance continues to lean lower. The trend suggests further pressure on the pair is more likely than any sustained recovery. The China 50 index carries a strong bearish trend, and recent price action has done little to challenge the prevailing structure. Momentum continues to favor the downside, with the index more likely to probe lower levels, while sellers remain in control. Any bounce attempts have so far failed to shift the broader trend. Euro-Canadian dollar is trending higher, with bullish momentum gradually building from recent support. Price structure has been forming higher lows, which keeps the trend leaning toward higher levels in the sessions ahead. The path of least resistance favors continuation as long as that structure remains intact. Pound New Zealand dollar has been trending lower within a bearish structure, and recent price action confirms sellers are maintaining control. The trend continues to lean toward lower levels, with the broader momentum discouraging any meaningful recovery. While this structure holds, a push toward lower levels remains the more probable outcome. Gold carries a mild, bullish underlying trend, yet the near-term path leans toward lower levels as the market digests uncertainty around Fed Chair Warsh's Jackson Hole speech. Price action has pulled back from recent highs, and the commodity is on course for a weekly loss. A resolution from Jackson Hole could determine whether the broader bullish structure reasserts itself. Euro-dollar holds a mild, bullish underlying trend, but near-term price action has tilted toward lower levels as the dollar benefits from pre-Jackson Hole positioning. The pair has struggled to hold higher ground, and until the trend structure reasserts more firmly, the path of least resistance leans lower in the short term. A shift in Fed tone today could be the catalyst that changes that picture. Pound dollar shares a similar profile with a mild bullish trend backdrop, but near-term momentum has turned lower as the dollar firms into the Jackson Hole event. Recent price action has been unable to sustain moves toward higher levels, and the short-term structure now leans lower. The broader trend direction will likely depend on how markets interpret Warsh's remarks today. Dollar-yen carries a mild bullish trend, yet the near-term path is pointing toward lower levels as yen weakness rhetoric fades and Japanese officials head to the G20. The pair has softened from its recent highs, and with the yen back in focus, the short-term structure leans lower. Month-end flows add an additional layer of uncertainty to the pair's direction through the close. PCE and GDP data kept traders on edge over the Fed outlook, pushing the dollar higher while gold slipped toward a weekly loss, and the yen came back into focus ahead of the G20. The single event to watch today is Fed Chairman Warsh's Jackson Hole speech. Aussie dollar stands out as today's strongest trending instrument, carrying a strong bullish trend with price action consistently pushing toward higher levels. The structure of higher lows has been well maintained, and momentum continues to favor the upside as the pair outperforms within the Forex space. The path of least resistance leans firmly higher, making this the most defined trend on today's board. That covers the ForexBullion morning brief for Friday, the 28th of August. Subscribe so the next edition lands the moment it drops, and the evening wrap will check whether the Jackson Hole reaction held these trends into the weekend close. This is general market information for educational purposes only, not financial advice.